We need not just a substitutionary sacrifice, we need a perfect substitutionary sacrifice. In Deuteronomy 27, verse 26, we are told, "Cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them." Cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them. Curse is brought upon the one who doesn't perfectly exercise obedience to every part of the law. Now, part of what we do when we read the law each Lord's Day morning is endeavor to expose our hearts to the ways in which we do not uphold it, and to weekly then have our attention directed to the only one who did fulfill it. And so even in the record of Moses, when he is saying that cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them, everyone standing there should be recognizing that we need another. They could look to their fathers who failed miserably, and they could look into their own hearts and see the impossibility of keeping this law perfectly. And so Moses tells them to circumcise their hearts. They need new life, and that life is to be found in Jesus Christ. He is the one then who upheld everything and did everything according to the will of God. And so he takes this position in his perfect purity. Jeremiah 23, verses 5 and 6. "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch. And a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness." This is the title given to him. Our righteousness is not in our adherence to the law. When we adhere to the law and try to find salvation therein, we stand condemned. There is a curse upon us. Every man who tries to circumvent Jesus Christ lives condemned. This is what Jesus says in John 3. They are condemned already. They stand under judgment. If you're here this morning living in a mentality whereby you think you can save yourself, that you can acquire righteousness and hopefully do more good than bad, and in the final test, an examination on the judgment, that God will perceive that you did more good than ill, and that everything will be fine, you are going to be shipwrecked on that occasion, lost. Jesus is the Lord our righteousness. Jehovah Sidkenu, the only hope, the only righteousness, the only sufficient, perfect obedience. This is why we say salvation is by faith. Trust in Him entirely. The just ones live in that position by faith, and only by faith. Not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to His mercy He has saved us.